What's the number one piece of advice that you would give to kids who are looking to play golf in college?
Learning to promote yourself. That's going to be the biggest thing for you in terms of getting into a college. If you want to play golf in college or any sport in college, you need to start early and really get your name out there. And you've got to be a self-advocate for yourself, because college coaches are going to want to hear from you. They don't necessarily want to hear from your mom or your dad or even from somebody like me. They definitely want to be hearing from you, and you've got to put all that stuff together early so that they're not filling up their spaces before you get into the game. The first thing that I tell the kids that they should be doing is getting on Instagram or Twitter, usually Twitter because that's where a lot of the college coaches are, and setting up your Twitter profile specifically for your sport, and then tagging coaches whenever you get a result. If you get a picture or a video taken when you're on the course, or even if you're at practice and you do a trick shot, put that up, post it on social media so that the coach can see it and you can attract their attention first off. Because they can't directly talk to the coach until after their sophomore year, but as a freshman they can get that social media done. Then after that, definitely sending out emails. And then after you send out a couple of emails, making sure you're calling that coach and talking to that coach directly, especially going into that junior year and senior year.
And to the flip side of that, you don't want to have an Instagram or a Twitter page that is, shall we say, embarrassing.
Yes. So I tell all of our kids, we want you to set up a sport-specific Twitter or Instagram account, and only things that are related to your sport go on there. So if you want to talk about what Justin Thomas did last week, that's perfectly fine. But let's just keep it to that and don't bring anything else into it that, might offend somebody.
Is it more than just, hey, I want to come to your college? They want to know why. They want to see that passion.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I tell them is make sure before you send out a letter to a college coach that you go on and you research that university, you research that coach. We had a coach in the Bay Area here who just won his 400th match or something along those lines. So I said, when you reach out to them, make sure you mention something like that and say, hey, congratulations, because that shows that you're actually paying attention to that program and it's not just a form letter that you're sending out to them.
How important is a kid being a good person in the whole recruiting process?
It's extremely important. We had a girl who went to a major college a few years ago, and one of the things that her coach said was she saw her bogey a hole or double bogey a hole, and she came off that hole and it was just like nothing had happened. And she went to the next tee and she hit her next shot the way she needed to. And so it's not just who you are off the course, it's also going to be who you are on the course. They want to see that you're going to be a contributor to their team and that you're not going to cause problems for them. And one of the things that I have talked to our alumni about is they love the team aspect, because you've always got somebody there that's got your back. When they finish their rounds, they're going back to the previous hole to cheer on their teammate that's coming up. And so they really, really love the team aspect of it. And the team bonding is another thing that they always talk about.
How detrimental can a overzealous parent be to this whole process?
I do want to stress how important it is that the student athlete take control of their recruiting process. The parent should be there to be a support for the student. What they need to be doing is, checking the grammar and the spelling on that letter before it's sent out, making sure that they haven't said anything that they shouldn't have said, that sort of thing. But really the process needs to be in the control of the student athlete.
How much has the recruiting game changed over the last, say, 10, 20 years?
I would say the biggest thing is that, especially kids that are playing golf and tennis like we have, they really need to be advocates for themselves. The coaches aren't coming to them as much anymore, and that's really the biggest thing now, is working for yourself and learning to promote yourself. That's going to be the biggest thing for you in terms of getting into a college.